Removal. Wow, the state used 212,000 tons of salt, and personnel put in 483,000 hours to clear all that snow. That's depressing. This isn't. Let's talk about beautiful backyards. It's nice to look at. You can lounge in them. It expands the size of your house by giving you outdoor rooms. Look at these gorgeous flowers as well. It's the season. But not everyone has a green thumb or a vision. So here to help you dream and design is owner of Creative Contour and winner of this year's flower show, Jennifer Noyes, is here. I'm going to brag about that for you forever.
Thank you for doing that. Keep bragging.
There's a reason that you won. You do have a vision. Not all of us do. And then you can make it come to life.
Absolutely.
And it's partly because of this digital programming thing you do.
Yes, it's amazing.
Tell
and
us
it's
what
not
that is.
Photoshop. So don't ever say it's Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop is what I want done to me.
Don't say Photoshop, because then oh, geez, that's so funny. But no, we use a software that basically allows everybody to see, you know, patios, walkways, plantings, whatever you need to do. So
let's bring up some pictures, because, you know, my producer Chris and I had some fun with these because we both have an interest in this and we like it. But you look at that and like the normal person is like, I'm not sure where to go with that.
Yes.
So there is the before of a beautiful home, but definitely opportunity in the yard.
Woo, yeah, boom. Good. Yeah, boom. We're like Emerald Lagasse. Bam.
Exactly.
Plant it.
What are your thoughts about this?
Well, basically they had to integrate both spaces. So, you know, you had to have the patio on one side, go over to the other patio, and then you can have one area be kind of grill station.
Oh, nice.
And then you can have the other area be more entertaining. So we wanted to connect both of them. And yeah, and then obviously plant it. So.
All right, let's look at the next one. And I know you're a big believer of no decks. You don't love the deck, you like the patio.
And a lot of my contractors are like, Jen, I can't believe you're saying no decks. But decks don't belong on the first floor at all. They belong on the second floor.
Okay.
So first floor is always patio. If you have a deck that's a foot off your land, take it off and put a patio in.
Now, when you look at this, what do you see?
Yeah. Well, I see a little bit of bed prep happening, which is good, because obviously I wanted to put a tree in, and then now I need to make it a little bit better. So I have to beef it out a little bit. So put a tree in, expand it out, and then put the right plants for shade, sun requirements.
You're so funny, because you're like, obviously I want to put a tree in. I would have had no idea that a tree needed to go there, but it needed a tree.
Yeah, and what drives me nuts nowadays is when people plant daffodil bulbs right next to their foundation. Nothing drives me
a big
more nuts
foundation
than that.
fanatic, aren't you?
Oh, well, I just hate it, because you have to kick the bed out like 6 to 12 feet in order to get that depth of planting. And everybody like squishes daffodil bulbs. There's not. I want to go there.
We don't know what we're doing.
I know, but I want to go there and like transplant them and be like, please, you need help.
Help the masses. Here we go. Let's look at another one. I'll make these mistakes. Okay, so again, that looks like. What was that, a garden?
Well, this is actually one of my old neighbors in Haddam, and a fantastic man, and he said, Jennifer, please come and consult with me. And I said, okay. And so then we, you know, did a digital image that would show him what everything would look like. But we just got off this job.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So now I'm doing like viburnums, hydrangea, PJM rhododendrons, ferns, because this is a shady nook. So it's right next to his barn.
So like a little shade garden.
Yeah, like a shade garden. But now you can make it beautiful with plants,
Oh, let's keep making stuff beautiful. So do people often say, you have to work with obviously what their vision is in terms of, well, I'd love to be able to do this. And you're like, well, you can or can't. And what about this? Is that kind of how the competition works?
Absolutely. Yes, because they have these ideas, which is fine. Everybody has their own ideas. But to hire a professional with 20 years experience is the way to go. I mean, you just have to.
Do we have one in the house by any chance? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this is pretty.
Well, this is me just kind of saying, first of all, that walkway was a huge tripping hazard. So we had to get rid of the rocks, put in something more substantial, and then, you know, put in time in between the walkway, which would be really cool. That's my new fun thing that I'm doing nowadays. But yeah, so that works out good now. Yeah.
It does. Okay. All right. Foundation.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. There's nothing.
And I know you don't like woody plants up next to it, and you don't like.
Well, I like evergreens. No. I like evergreens. You're hilarious. I like evergreens, and then deciduous shrubs, and then perennials, and then so you have to like kick it way out. Yeah.
Okay. Are those boxwoods? Boxwoods are good foundation plants, right?
Yeah, I love boxwoods. Boxwoods are beautiful.
And
then
get the green all year long.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So here's typical. Yeah, I love it. Here's typical, just a typical bed that's already prepped out, but then I just added a little bit to it. So you see that the bed kicks out and around. I think I
You did that bed? That bed
No, I didn't. The bed was existing. And then I said, look at what you could do. You could add to it. So you could put the columnar hornbeams, microbiota I love as a ground cover, weeping Japanese maple is like a focal point.
So, pretty.
Yeah.
And what were those trees?
Columnar hornbeam.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
this is
this
the
is-
last one, the big grand finale.
Oh yeah, this is hilarious.
So what?
This is my
So
client.
funny.
Okay, so I'm labeled the consultation queen because when I go there, I'm like, oh, we have a little problem in the backyard.
Right, you're so honest, it hurts.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, look at that. And
but
so,
you fixed it.
yeah, my problem is that I can already see things done. That's what I got blessed with. So I can already visualize everything, and so I have to show you, and that's how I show you.
And then, so if say this is my yard, and I'm thinking, okay, I can afford the walls this year, and maybe
Sure.
some of the plants. Will you do that? Will you work in like a multi-layer?
Yes,
like,
definitely. Sure,
So
sure.
people don't have to be overwhelmed and think,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
can't do it all, but let's
absolutely.
have a plan.
Yes.
And then every year add to it.
That's what I
Have
do
you-
all the time, and I love
Really?
doing
So that's
it.
the norm?
Yeah, yeah, it's the norm. Yeah, I love doing that.
Isn't it exciting?
I love helping. So,
So
that's
if you-
my key.
And on your website, there's a lot more before and afters that people
There
can look at,
is,
right?
yeah.
To get inspired.
Yes, there is,
and your
yes.
information's there as well. It's
Yeah.
creativecontour.com. It's no wonder you won the flower show.
Thank you.
I told you I'm going to say that as
thank
much
you.
as I can. I
Yeah,
love it.
so we're so excited. We love it. We love what we do.
Well,
So.
keep on doing it and come back and show us pictures.
Great, I will.
All
Thank
right.
you.
A great day to get more yard work done, right, Ryan?
Certainly is. I did a lot of it yesterday. It was a long day, but we have some beautiful, beautiful weather out there for your afternoon. And temperatures that will be the warmest we've seen all year. We'll let you know just how warm the mercury gets. That's ahead in your first alert forecast.
And one of the biggest sports couples calls it quits. Lindsey Vonn and Tiger Woods. What's behind their breakup? Just ahead.